What up, Bandidos? Back at it again. Second stream of the day because we got some tinkering to do. Sorry, we got the new tinkering exotic mask this morning. Doing the master difficulty solo gives you a guaranteed chance. So that's the fastest way to do it, in my opinion. And luckily, we didn't encounter the glitch. Maybe it's not an Xbox thing. I don't know. What up, Xander? Ty, welcome in. So, we tinkered for a couple of minutes just to get the general gist of how it functions. And they are holding true to the no named items thing. Because some named items have fixed talents and some have fixed stats. And I was curious to see if they were going to give a pass on the ones that had fixed stats. And that doesn't seem to be the case. Even the secondary weapon can't be a named item. So they just blocked all named items. So that is what it is. And then, you know, after playing with it for a while, I came to realize, and I think we all had this hunch, that it's sort of going to be like the Ninja Bike backpack, right? Like, there are some builds that, even though you can combine the two talents, because the mask forces you into a chest and or backpack piece for the gear set, if you're going to run a gear set, then you could have a build that's actually not optimized if it comes down to power for you, if you're playing all into power. You know what I mean? It's the same thing as a Ninja Bike. So, for example, if you try to run this with a Hunter's Fury build, you have to make a decision. Are you going to run a Hunter's Fury chest piece or the Hunter's Fury backpack? Both aren't ideal for the most damage. The chest is okay, you know, but if you're looking for peak damage, which is why you want the double talents, if that's what you're after, then you actually might not have peak damage, even though you're running the double talents. So I think the big win in the end is going to be adding utility to power. Like free reloads, or like from Pummel, for example, or determined with preservation, where you're guaranteeing armor on kill every headshot, or you know, things like that. Faster reloads on your assault rifles. Now, I'm not saying that all power plays aren't on the table. Some are. It's going to depend on the content also, and whether it's a viable build. But you know, you can run an all-red striker build. If you don't need bonus armor, then put on the striker backpack. That means you're playing from cover, likely, right? And then you can open up double damage talents on your weapon. So that's cool. You know what I mean? That's cool. I know, Rising. One hell of a break. I had to get a nap in, man. And I had to make dinners. And we got another early morning stream tomorrow, by the way. So the Division devs are going to be showcasing what we're going to expect in the PTS, which looks like it's going to open up this weekend. Now, I bought a PC so that I can do the PTS. It'll be my first time doing it, so fingers crossed everything goes smooth. I have to buy the game again, all that kind of thing on PC. Set up an account. I've never done it before, so we'll see. And then I don't necessarily have everything set up on the PC to stream. You know what I mean? Because I stream on my Mac. So that's another challenge I got to figure out. You know, you got mics and all that shit. So, but at the very least, I'll get access. So that's the plan. But ideally, we can stream it. Talk about it. So I figured today we're going to be going back into the master difficulty too. Enjoying that while it's hot and fresh. But what we're going to be doing here is kind of going through all the weapon variants and figuring out which ones we want to highlight first for some build videos, some builds. So we got rifles, assault rifles, shotguns, SMGs, which could be interesting, and snipers. Snipers and rifles. So rifles, well, I got the rifle on, but maybe we should start with the sniper, because I think everybody's probably been thinking about the determined combo. And one of the questions, okay, so what can we possibly get out of a sniper build with double talents? You know, and so it has me thinking. And one of the things is damage. Okay, well, do we really need more damage? We're one-shotting just about everything. You know, and so what does more damage do for us? Not much. Maybe you can one-shot one boss that you weren't able to one-shot before, but kind of who cares? Because, you know, if it takes you 2 shots to kill that guy, it's not the end of the world. I mean, you're going to really, you know, do all of this, run this exotic mask just for one random NPC that you're going to encounter like 0.5% of the time. You know, so where damage is important on a legendary build for sniping or heroic is the first shot. So if we can add damage to determined and get a first shot kill on an elite and heroic, that would be worth it. If the other threshold would be getting a one-shot kill on an elite in legendary in a full group sooner, because you eventually get that kill when you have your stacks, and it's not really a problem. So maybe if you can get it on your second kill instead of your third kill, maybe that's worth it. It's not normally a problem in legendary. You're sniping things, you know. You're doing. There's so many non-elites in legendary. It's not normally a problem. But so our first goal, let's take a look at that, and then there's utility, which I think, in my opinion, is more interesting. But I know people like power, so. But for utility, you got some pretty cool shit going on. Preservation is 20% armor over 5 seconds, and it can be refreshed. And that's if you get headshots, and that's all you're doing is getting headshots. So that's a constant flow of 20% armor regen. That's huge. No, I don't think so. I think they know. It's a good question, Daniel. Right on, Rising. So preservation. If you're looking to add survivability to it, Ranger. If you wanted more damage, again, it's not critical. You're either one-shotting things or you're not. But there is things like reformation, stronger heals, 60% skill repair. I mean, that's huge. I like this one. Future perfect. Give yourself over 6 skill tiers plus overcharge. You know what I mean? That's a big deal. Think about your smart cover and putting that to 6 skill tiers. And so for me, I feel like utility ends up being way more interesting. You know, or run double a turret and a drone, and you got a sniper tech skill build, right? Lucky shot is another big one, right? So magazine capacity is increased by 20%, so bigger mag, always helpful. But your missed shots return to the mag as long as you're playing from cover, which sniper builds you usually are. So huge quality of life. What else we got? Behind you, good strong shot. First blood. I don't know. It's kind of old. Right on. Let us know, Daniel. The new mask will be out forever. Shot spotter. So you can always play that mission to get it. So first, let's start with some damage. So Streamline is ideal for this because you're usually only looking for that damage on your first shot. Or in rare situations. So like when you lose your damage. So let's go ahead and add it to this one. So what you would do is basically get your snipe and then you can throw out your decoy, you know, because you don't need Streamline after that. You can deactivate it by using your skills. And then if you lose your one-shot kill capability for any reason, then reserve using your skills. Or you could just maintain your damage all the time if you wanted to. So that would make... this would work because we would need to run... We would want to run a Habsburg chest. My gear is going to be all spread out. It's going to be annoying. So we're going to have to pop over to other characters. Okay, stash. So I want my red Habsburg for this. We're going to go power. So for group legendary, we're looking to peak at about 25 million. The question becomes, how fast can we get there? So we want to run double Habsburg. Figure out where that is. It's so bright in the game right now. It hurts my eyes. There it is. Okay, and then we would ideally put the Habsburg on the backpack. Put that there for now. But we'll probably put a red one. And then we could just put 3-piece hotshot. And next, we need to go to sharpshooter.
Hostile control point identified.
I didn't notice that the Chatterbox had a skin. I didn't see that. That's pretty cool. I like that gun, but yeah. There's a lot to spend on in this game. I've noticed there's been lots of introductions to ways to spend. They need to make money, so it's all right. But I'm not gonna buy it all. All right, so I guess that's the build. Let's put headshot damage on this thing. And then, oh, I forgot to see if I had the red backpack. Take off the armor.
When I met you in the summer, to my heartbeat sound, we fell in love. As the leaves
Yeah, I like cosmetics. It's just, it gets spendy after a while, you know?
and we could be together, baby, as long as skies are blue. You act so innocent now, but you lied so soon. When I met you in the summer.
There we go. About as strong as you can get with this mask. So that's giving us 30% marksman, 30% handling, 30% headshot. And then we got 20% marksman, 30% headshot. And then we're running vigilance. So it should feel good.
met you in the summer.
Guilty.
My heartbeat sound. We fell in love as the leaves turn brown. And we could be together, baby, as long as skies are blue.
You have been modded.
You act so
You have been modded.
innocent now, but you lied so soon. When I met you in the summer.
So Sapper, you guys come as a pair. Good. So, yeah, the goal is to hit one elite that doesn't have a blue mark, at least, and see if we can pop that head. 10 million is our goal, and we can't. So that's not that interesting to me. You know what I'm saying? So it's not worth going for. I mean, that's a lot of damage right there. It's 42%. Yeah, I'm just not sure damage is gonna make sense, you know. Adding a damage talent, because I think that's the strongest we have, right? So we have Bread Basket Killer, Preservation Optimist. Let's see, none of those are gonna do it. Strain, Close and Personal, Fast Hands. Nope. Ranger, no way, right? I mean, it's better damage, Ranger is, but... And you have to be, like, way out there. I mean, there's 30% from In Sync? It's got to be an attack skill, so you would have to... That'd be kind of a pain in the ass, because you'd get the, you know, the Hornets... fighting and stuff like that. you'd wake them up, you know, and then you'd be trying to get the headshot, and they'd be running around. Yeah, I don't know. So there's behind you. 20% amp damage. I don't think would be as much as that 42%, even though it's amplified. You had the glitch, Sapper? So you're on Xbox, right? So that's weird that that's happening. I didn't think it was. I thought maybe the Xbox was mean. Yeah, I'm liking the mask idea. Overall, Daniel, I think it's awesome, but I just don't think it's gonna always be about power. It gets complicated when it's down to power. Okay, so here's a sniper. So it is more damage with this one. We got 8. But still not enough, right? We're looking for 10 million, so it's just not going to do it. I got expertise on this weapon, too. So behind you, and then behind you will be tough. Well, it wouldn't be that tough. You could throw out your decoy with this one. I mean, that's interesting. But it's still taking 2 shots, and normally I would have my nemesis there.
Hostile control point identified.
Now Tinker is not going to work, right? So, because this is an exotic. But just to demonstrate, same build. See if we can get this one shot with my nemesis. Yeah, see? I mean, so you rather run your exotic, which is what this mask takes away from you, right? And so that's my point. So it doesn't make sense for power in our case, which is all right. We know, right? We know. So now we look at utility, which are way more interesting to me anyways. So you have preservation for the armor on kill, which is spelled with need, doesn't have any. But I want to do a future perfect build, a fucking crazy hybrid. This is an outfit that came from one of the rewards tracks or an apparel event. I can't remember. It was a couple of seasons ago. It was based off of the books. Yeah, we're getting the SMG ideas too. So I think with this build, I think we take it to the measured assembly one that we created. Remember that? I don't have all those pieces here, though, do I? Maybe I can. Yeah, we'll do SMGs next. I'm down for that. The hardwired was good, too. An all-red hardwired build. I think for the SMG build, I'm going to use the tactical vector. The little guy. Now, the downside is that forces us into a measured assembly backpack. Not the worst thing in the world, but... This would be a sick build. Just crazy hybrid, you know? Yeah, but that's basically it. So what you do is you put the smart cover on here. You can go damage or whatever, but we'll take the defense. Protect our team. And then on this side, we can use a hive, right? 6 skill tier booster hive. Or heals, probably. 6 skill tier heals. Would that go into overcharge? Yeah. Now we're talking, right? Now, technically with... If we were to actually go into overcharge here, we would need, what, 3 skill tiers? So the most that this will get us is... I guess 3, huh? We don't really want to add skill tiers, and it wouldn't be easy. It's kind of a bummer. I mean, I could run technician, but I think we would just settle with our tiers, skill tiers. Let's see what we get.
Hostile control.
Yeah, the 9mm Vector. It's a really good gun. Rising, right? What up, Scott? All right, let's get her done. So we're gonna need a couple of shots to kill now.
Reinforcements incoming.
There we go. On business. We got 3 skill tiers. So it's not super shiny in here, but if we were in legendary, we'd be blocking those electronics. Killing tanks, whatever. Stopping incoming explosives. $17 million. And then if we ran this on an assault rifle, this concept, then you can get an invulnerable shield.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
I'll watch that. Think we're helpless, huh?
You're right on, Slap. Of course you can. I believe in you. Why can't you solo it? Why can't you?
I'll destroy it.
I mean, is there something special about you that makes you not able to solo it? What's the deal?
Gonna try a move. Trying to get behind us.
Stay right there.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
You won't see us coming this way. I'll cover you.
I don't know why I didn't kill that.
Wanna see what I can do?
Come on, jitters. Oh. Cannot get this fucker. There we go. Took a minute. Yeah, it's just easy to earn and then maintain those skill tiers. It's a W.
Position. Is there a medic around here?
Yeah, right, that missed you. It's on my bullet curve. Cool. All right. Done with that one.
Supply room access unlocked.
I'll showcase some of these more detail later. I just want to kind of shuffle through a variety of things first and see what stands out as, hey, you got to check this out. I guess I need more breaking. I don't have any.
Serious trauma detected.
I won't worry about the loot. Fuck it. Let's go to SMGs. It was easy until it was hard. Scott, when we got in the boss room, it was going really easy. We almost won. And then I get one-tapped by a fucking skill explosion. You know, she's got those skills that don't just shock, but they explode. And it one-taps you. It can. And I was like, oh, that sucks. So then we kind of had to go in there without our buffs. And then it happened like 3 more times. The same exact death. Death by a stupid skill explosion. I was just so annoyed. And then, yeah, I had to switch it up. Then I went into it with the sniper, and that was fucking easy. You know, the sniper was easy. But yeah, we cooked through it. You know, it was fun. It wasn't an easy mission, but with the right strong build, you know, you cruise through it. You have to play smart, but it wasn't. It's easier than last season's. Yeah, a good build does help indeed. Okay, so let's bring in a couple of SMGs. Oh god, I'm always full. Guess we're not going to be using exotics or named items. So we'll get rid of them. And then this guy. This little fucker. Okay, so I guess we start with killer, right? And then for this one, ooh, put measured on that? That would be fucking crazy. I'm tempted. Hey, what's up, man? Welcome in. Is that Korean or Japanese? Or Chinese? Or Vietnamese? Or Thai? Thai got a promo. I mean, there's so many cool things. Like, you know what else is good in here, guys? Fast hands, sorry. Unwavering is crazy. But then you'd have to do with weapon swapping, which is kind of annoying. Fast hands. So critical hits adds a stack of 3% reload speed. I mean, just instant reloads, right? Close and personal, 30% weapon damage. It says 7 meters. I'm kind of like it measured though. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, let's keep measured on this thing. Okay, and now here's the dilemma. You're running an SMG build. If you put on Hunter's Fury, you're gonna have to run Hunter's Fury backpack. That sucks, right? So what do you got? So we're gonna have to start looking at gear sets or builds that consider the backpack option, chest option. Not secrets, more like, yeah, you know, things to look out for. Every checkpoint's got something to look out for, you know. Oh, good question, Targaryen Thai. Not very long. Somebody just got to get off their lazy butt and do it. I think Parker's been taking the lead on all that, right? When he jumps in, we'll tell him to do that. Or I'll take a second to do it. So with Striker, so if we're going to be running and gunning out of cover, ideally we have that backpack with bonus armor, right? Something like that. And then everything else can be, I guess, Striker, armored up. But see, now you got the Striker chest. I think this SMG is fast enough to maintain. That chest piece. We'll see. Right now, you can't run the shotgun, right?
Agent in need of backup.
So, let's load her up. Crit chance. We're probably way high here. 64. We could actually also run Palisades on the backpack to pull in 20% armor on kill. It's probably better. We're going to try to go shieldless if our power is where it needs to be. I feel like the season's just beginning. You know what I mean? Been looking forward to this mask. One second. $64. We're still high. Wow. We were way high. Crit damage. Headshot damage. We need to push this to crit damage. Push this to crit damage. Still high. Wow. Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna be the gun. This thing's gonna shred. Okay, we're gonna put one back on. All right. Now our mods, we're gonna put on our assault link because we're gonna get 5% weapon damage for every non-red core. And then we're going to push to 100% crit chance. That one will give us crit damage. This will give us headshot damage. Yeah, I guess we'll take that. And then this one we'll lose and put on extra padding. Yeah, so it'll be a nice burst of damage there. Then let's put on Gunner.
Hostile control point.
Glow sticks. Dance in the dark. Let's turn on some SMG love. All right, and then we're gonna put on the just regular shield. You're gonna need it since you don't have. Memento. And then over here, I like running the decoy to take damage off my back, you know. We're good to go.
It's all right not to know the answers. They will come to you when you least expect it.
I mean, I ran the Bighorn build. I mean, you don't need hazard protection in that until you get to the very end. But I don't know if hazard protection is gonna stop what's happening in there. You know what I mean? Because she snipes. Basically, there's explosions coming out at you to try to get you out of cover. You got the shock traps, and then she snipes you, and you are out of cover. So, I mean, I enjoyed the build that I ran. I would also run the shotgun build. This thing shreds. I ran the. Oh my god, this thing fucking shreds, bro. Okay, let's see if we can get that chest piece going, though. This is an all blue build, basically, right? I think we got 2 red builds. Hold on, buddy.
Eyes on our flank. Stand your division.
I've always been a fan of measured.
My attack rate's low.
Heavily armored hostiles detected.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even use our active modifier. Let's turn that bad boy on.
Incoming hostiles detected.
I need to reload. I'll watch your back. Home out. Attacking objective.
Don't care, buddy. I don't care. Fast little bugger, huh?
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Assaulting the objective. Watch the side.
Feels good.
Fuck away from me.
Yeah, we did that Hunter's Fury. Well, we didn't do it with Hunter's Fury because it would force you into the stupid Hunter's Fury chest and backpack. But we did run the Pummel Brazen combo, and it's amazing. It's definitely amazing. It feels really good. Should we try this Striker backpack? I think we should. Apparently, I don't have a fucking ear.
Detected. The control. Hostile control point nearby.
Yeah, I'm with you, Rusty. We did that one earlier. It feels good. It's easy. A lot of value out of it, especially on the sniper build. It worked great. It's just easy. And I ran it on my measured. Have you seen my measured assembly sniper build? It's a hybrid. That's what I ran it on. Felt great. I don't really need armor now, you know what I mean? But as soon as you take away the bonus armor. So what we could do here is, well, let's try to run the chest in the backpack and see if we like it. But obviously the other change is we can run whatever on the chest. What would be, is there any value out of any of these other pieces that are not exotic? Besides just crits? So if it's just going to be crits, then I might as well just put on the better chest piece, right? Yeah, I don't think there's just anything, is there? Turmoils. Fuck, let's try it. That's crazy, I know. But what if it works? Right? I mean, it's a Cheska. It lines up. We're at 64, so we're over critted. There we go. This will be interesting. So, you know, we lose our damage, but because we're picking up damage from the second talent, maybe it'll work. Yeah, the Eagle's grasp gloves, a little more weapon handling. It seems to be fast already, though. You know, what's our reload? How do we see? In here? 1.47. That's pretty quick. I mean, normally I wouldn't be super excited about losing that damage with an SMG, especially, you know, but let's see if we can get it to work. We have to wait for our stacks a little bit too. The game's just gonna be like, there's too much going on. I don't know what's happening. Oh, my shield. Oh, no, they're fucking slamming on me. That was a lot of damage coming in. SMGs are a pain in the ass without bonus armor, in my opinion. And even Bloodsucker kind of sucks for bonus armor, you know, because they take you spend all this time building it up, and they take all of it away really quickly. And then you can time out too, and then have to start all over.
Time to change back.
Reinforcements incoming.
I'll get behind you.
And you saw how fast they broke the shield, right? That's their biggest threat right there. You can see with the bonus armor, I can drop my shield and absorb the bullets to protect my shield, which I do all the time, right? I don't think this is gonna be worth it.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
It works, but it takes away that fun, exciting feeling of having that damage because it's spreading it out on you. We have headshot damage on it. That's fine.
Hostile supply convoy nearby. Detecting additional hostile contacts. Backup request.
I'll destroy it!
We've got a casualty. Easy down. Back off. Let's kill you. Yeah, I'll blow it to pieces. One hand.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
We're doing okay on the stacks. That little fire rate is helping out. That's an acceptable stat right there. I don't know. I still don't think it's worth it, probably, because the bonus armor is way too valuable, and I felt just as strong. Let's put on the striker back here. And then here, let's put on our Palisades Obliterate. Get that armor on kill. Now we're at 20.
Supply room access unlocked.
God damn it!
Oops.
Big fucking mistake.
That didn't kill you. So that's the striker backpack.
Incoming hostiles detected. Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Yeah, protection from elites. And by the way, so whoever was asking Scott, protection from elites in that mission is pretty clutch. Even if you go all striker, protection from elites, because it's nothing but elites in there. The MP5 is pretty good, isn't it, in this game? I'm pretty sure the MP5 is up there. It's hard to find a bad SMG in this one. There's a couple. There's only 2, gun bully. Yeah, you got 2 missions you got to do. The square ones. So here's a square one here. So number 12 and number 8. So those are the only 2 you have to do. So you should be able to do that maybe about an hour, hour and a half. Do it on easy mode if you want to.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Yeah, I feel ya. The burr puts it on top, huh? So my favorite version wasn't this one. I think it's the bonus armor is just too valuable on SMGs. I think the Palisades. I mean, I'd rather not run this chest piece, but there's nothing wrong with it. But, you know, takes a moment or two to get those stacks, right? But these guns do it pretty well, I gotta say. But these are the predicaments the mask is gonna put you in, right? With the gear sets. It's like, oh, well, I have to run the chest or I have to run the backpack. Which one's it gonna be, you know? So what if we did not go damage here? Let's take a look. We got preservation, give us 10% armor kill at least. Fast hands for fast reloads, but I didn't feel like my reloads were slow, so don't feel like they'd be fixing things. You can pick up some 100 stacks of accuracy and then refill the mag. Unwavering doesn't work. We'd have to swap outsider. Optimal range and accuracy, that'd be pretty sick. And stabilize is pretty sick too. Firing weapon increases weapon accuracy and stability up to 60%. Let's try it. Let me look at the outsider one too and compare the two. So after kill, gain optimal range and accuracy, and then stability. Accuracy is valuable. It'll close in that bloom. 60%, 100%. Yeah, I think we want to take that instead. All right. Outsider is actually pretty good. Yeah, it's not so bad, Fahrenberg, is it? Isn't it? Especially when you get those guys in the they had a little blue mark on their head. Since they're a little tankier, they help you out. Yeah, Optimus is steady. Strained, you're probably too fast for strained with this gun. Whoa, there's a fucking deer. There's all these dots everywhere.
Serious trauma detected.
Yeah, that didn't go well.
Agent vital signs 0.
Foamed at the door. It feels so slow now. Without measured, the gun feels so slow. doesn't feel as exciting. You're always in their face anyway.
Heavily armored hostiles detected.
You know what to do.
Yeah. Boo. Boring. Yeah, I think so too, Vinicius. I don't remember Optimus being nerfed. I don't use it though, I never really have.
Hostile control point detected. Incoming hostiles detected.
Yeah, otherwise preservation could be cool. If you go preservation, you could put on the strike, the striker shield with firewall and drop your armor on kill. But yeah, I think I like close and personal would be not bad. That refreshes. But yeah, that zippity zip is nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and put on measured. I think that's where we'll settle on this one. Let's get assault rifles. You're gonna take the same build idea here, but let's go FAMAS with Killer, and then on the other side, I'm gonna put on a handling one here, like stabilize. And then we're gonna go all headshots. So 10% headshot damage. Maybe weapon handling for reload speed. Here I'll take accuracy. Here I'll take stability. Yeah. Okay, so no crits. Okay. And then up here we will go that, and then this one needs to be technically we go to multitasker here. Here we need damage. Damage. All right, so is this on hit? This one. No, it's not even on hit. Just shooting your fucking weapon. Yeah, fast hands used to be one of my favorites.
Hostile control point.
For soloing legendary, I just use fast hands with negotiators. I like that one. It's a slept on talent, huh? Feel like it's a secret. Oh wait, did I? I didn't even put on the mask. Sorry, I fucked up. Hold on.
Reinforcements incoming.
Which one do I want to do? So we would have to run a different talent. We don't have a lot of those. Yeah, because they're not going to get bonus armor. Oh, that sucks. Striker chest it is, I guess. Just the whole fucking build. Okay, then I'll go ahead and put the eagles on this one. And then, yeah, that looks right.
I'm getting marked here.
I'm gonna check my crit chance though. Yeah, we need to fix that. It's a killer. Too many moving parts. It's not optimized yet. Sound is desynced, huh? He swung at me and it like came in like 10 minutes later. All right, good enough. 5792.
Agent requesting backup.
Better. Christ, huh? We don't have any armor on kill. Probably take off the deeper grass, put on palisades. But we'll test this for now. It's crazy strong. The handling, I mean, like it's tight as hell. Oh, you're getting a shot off from down there? There we go. All right. Reload is slow on the moss too. It's kind of painful.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
I got your back.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Oh, that reload is shitty. Maybe that's the way to
Hostile
go.
broadcast detected.
But I like the handling.
Vital signs critical.
I think the Tinker is going to be a lot of play from cover builds.
Detected.
Getting back up.
Not all of them, but got Bloodsucker and Adrenaline Rush. Otherwise, it's play from
Detecting
cover.
additional hostile contacts.
Heartbreaker, yeah. We could put on the laser pulse thingy. When we were running that the other day with the sharpshooter tactician drone, it was working, wasn't it? Heartbreaker's not horrible, man. It's not. It just sometimes it feels good and sometimes it doesn't. It's just inconsistent. Well, we were talking about the Hunter's Fury thing, you know, it's the chest backpack talent. They're just not awesome.
Identified.
Okay, so just like we were talking about, let's go ahead and try the fast hands option because that reload was painful. Yeah, flatline and killer could be nice. Because it's a really good source of bonus armor, and you could both the chest and the backpack are good. It could make Heartbreaker shine, actually, because it's one of the few builds that I'd consider running without the memento because its backpack is good. I'm talking about for bonus armor reasons.
En route. Assistance needed.
God,
Agent killed.
they were all so tanky, I couldn't get a fucking kill off. Yeah, I would choose the Hunter's Fury chest over the backpack. But because you need that bonus armor if you're gonna be playing inside at 10 meters, right? Otherwise, you see what happens here. Our shield breaks. You know, so this is a play from cover situation, I think. Not horrible. You have to adapt. I mean, I think the SMGs probably offer the most interesting combinations because they can play in and out of cover. Where did I say ARs? I meant ARs. ARs are more flexible that way, and then SMGs it's going to be tougher because you're like you always got to consider your bonus armor. Still feels fucking slow. You know what one might be better than fast hands is the perfect FAMAS talent. What's it called? Where you run your mag to empty. On empty, because it's just all around weapon handling. So we get the reload.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Why does my mag feel so small? Did I put the extended mag on? I reloaded early there. Oh, it's weird. No wonder. Something's wrong, right? The fuck? I have plus 20 rounds. What? Something's wrong. And it says Alpha Bridge isn't active. No wonder that didn't feel very good. See how the Alpha Bridge is red? I'm not running a named weapon. Something broke. We broke it. We broke the mask. Because I was like, oh my, did you hear me saying? I was like, my reload still feels slow because it wasn't working. There we go. Now we got a full mag and Alpha is green. Not green, but the Division 2 type green. We have to check that fast hands again because it felt underwhelming. Obviously, it wasn't working. Dude, this feels good though. I've always liked the burnout. This is the model down there. Jesus.
Incapacitated.
Actually, let's kill this and let's try fast hands again. Now that we fixed the bug. Frenzy's not in the talent tree. I thought that was weird.
Detected.
There's no Frenzy in there. What up, Grumps? And it's not that it didn't add it. Like, there's no slot for it. Do you have a slot for it? That was one of the first ones I thought of, but I went in there, look, and I was like, nope, it's not there. Maybe we can do for LMGs. I think preservation is going to be one of my favorites. I think just having armor on kill and damage, it's like the full package all in one talent. It's like a gear set, especially since you're having to make choices about survivability. Damn, lady. Blue Manchu. Yeah, tomorrow we have a morning stream, so I gotta get up fucking early too, so I can't stream too late tonight. It starts at 7, which means I gotta get up at like, or be in my office by 5. It's been tough around here lately, man. It's been so fucking hot. It's hard to work in my office. It's fucking hot. Like mid 90s. We'd probably be better off with the palisades on our chests. I haven't been paying attention to my stacks yet. We'll optimize later.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Paying attention to the talent combos the most. Mark in here.
Backup request.
Reload can still be fast.
Not a shot like that, and I'm done for.
Not fast enough. See, that's where bonus armor usually compensates for me, you know what I mean? It's okay if I take those couple extra bullets, but when you're not running bonus armor, you need to hit them before they hit you. Or that micro damage is just gonna get you trouble. Like right here.
Detected.
Right?
Agent down.
And then her shield breaks. Yeah. Yeah.
Agent deceased.
Yeah, we were just talking about Heartbreaker. That's what we're gonna try right now. I think this mask is gonna make that look nice. That look nice for out of cover gameplay.
Supply room access unlocked.
Even for shotguns, if they can host it. The laser pointer.
Detected. Nearby location.
Otherwise, this
By
is gonna pin you
hostiles.
down. Okay. We ran a Heartbreaker build yesterday, so we should have some pieces laying around here. Yeah. Good chance there. Umbra wouldn't be bad though either, because it's got a good chest piece option. So you got that unlocked. You can run bonus armor on your back and then take heals from cover. So Umbra might shine with this mask too. And then put measured on killer. I mean, that's probably a really good fucking setup, right? We got to try that next after this one. And I like Umbra. I go through Umbra phases. That 40% RPM is one of my favorite things. So here, does the FAMAS doesn't hold the laser pointer, does it? Yeah, so we have to drop the FAMAS thing. That sucks. Okay, so gloves or knees. MRD, what's up? Welcome back. Looks like it's gonna be knees. Okay, so now we gotta figure out what to lose. I guess the gloves. Probably, let me see if I have my Palisades gloves here, because we're gonna need some armor on kills, so we're gonna need to run Technician. Or Sharpshooter? Which should we run? Technician or Sharpshooter? Which one do we like better? I guess let's try Sharpshooter. See if we can get our stacks. I can't remember if it was working for us last time. All right, then let's try the talent that pulses, flatline.
Supply room access unlocked.
So I guess we can go Sharpshooter. Assault rifles. Yeah, we just ran the sharpshooter run the other day, and I can't remember if it was stacking well. I mean, it did last season.
Supply room access.
Yeah, that's what we got here. Flatline and Streamline, maybe? That would be good too. But Killer's pretty good. We are running a crit build. I don't like how it times out all the time, though. Actually, Killer's not one of my favorite talents. I know that the damage is high, but if you really pay attention to the little timer on it, it's always fucking going on cooldown. Annoys me. Always has. Obliterate's kind of like that, too. Oh, right on, Larry.
Hostile control point.
I know, I haven't run... What assault rifle have I been running a lot lately? Besides the Bighorn. I don't remember. Oh, appreciate it, man. Thank you, MRD.
Ha! That's my
He's
boy!
sending cheese our way. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, talents are in. Alpha Bridge active.
En route.
Guess I'm one lucky gal. Need some help here!
God damn, she is all over the place. God damn, lady.
Flanking now!
Finally. Fuck. They're all tanky. Shit, look at that guy. He's got three bars. I think you'd want to get this to a state where we can run a good amount of protection from elites. Yeah, that's what we want to do with this one, right? And then not use our active modifier. See, killer activates on kill, and then you got to go find that next target, and then there you go. Barely got you set of that one.
Detected.
I just said not close. They are. Hold on. I got to move my drone.
Watch out!
That's why they were a little tankier. Makes sense.
You see that?
God, I feel not strong.
Moving around them. Hurt them like they hurt us.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the stream. I hope we see some interesting stuff, man. And maybe a reveal at the modifiers, huh?
wanna see what I can do? Not now.
Not bad. I mean, it was steady. I didn't feel the wow factor, but it was steady, you know? Getting the job done. Let's see if we can put some oomph behind this one. Not many moving parts. So, like, right? You need some armor and kill. We're running at 3-3 too, you know? Not much to do. Except for to put on more red cores.
Supply room access.
Let's fill it out. Let's go to one more control point. It's not a bad idea. Good call. Except I don't have my fucking gloves.
Hostile control point identified. Local power grid compromised. Supply room access unlocked.
Does shield breaking being an issue all the time makes you wonder, you know, what could also be cool with this is if killer's kind of bugging me. What if we ran shieldless and ran flatline with streamline? Oh, we can't do that because of the fucking drone. That sucks. I guess we're stuck with it. Okay, let's find our gloves. Oh, I'll put our gloves here and we'll just craft some real quick. Yeah, the police M4 is not a bad idea. I should probably go whip out some more assault rifles. Negotiators is also going to be a good set for this because it naturally does well playing from cover. And okay. I mean, you wouldn't need to run Intimidate with this one. We could actually run Spotter. It's a little bit more amp damage loaded in here. Yeah, we'll just keep the armor core for now. See if it works. Come on, baby. Let's do it.
Reinforcements incoming.
Yeah, way better.
Mobilizing target.
Not to be as much bonus armor, but snappier.
Got more guns. Give it up.
Agent requesting backup.
One of ours is KIA.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
You're going nowhere. Get it from here.
Can't take much more fire. Gotta fall back.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Let's rock. Yeah, come on. Got one down. You can't touch me.
Flying for two, cover with you, dude. God damn. Why you died, dude?
Incapacitated.
The fuck?
Agent vital
Because the
signs
bullets are going through
zero.
his backpack. The brass.
Hostile control point nearby. Local power grid compromised.
I mean, Simon. Sorry. I meant Simon. I don't know. I thought I did. But I'll check. I'm going to check out this Umbra real quick. They're all kind of feeling a little mid, you know? Like it works. But yeah, I have 27 crit. Then on this back one, we can run measured again. So putting measure on top of the 40% could be crazy. But we could also run future and get like perfect, I'm sorry, invulnerable shield stuff. Striker wasn't horrible though. I could stand by the striker setups. It's just that, you know, you have to run the chest piece if you want to play out of cover. Not that everything's about being out of cover, you know what I mean? But you got to have those out of cover options. You got plenty of in cover options, trust me. You know what I mean? And I think I'm going to lean on negotiators for that. Negotiators naturally shines in cover, so I think that's what will tie this build. Do you think this makes the FAMAS the meta? I mean, one would argue it's always been the meta, but like a lot of players don't use it though. I know, I'm curious how people will respond to that. Missed all those fucking shots.
Away from me!
They're taking me to the right, so. Where is he?
Serious trauma detected.
I saw that coming. I was indecisive. Yeah, the reload does take a long fucking time, but on paper, it still wins. Especially on the bursty.
Won't let them hurt you.
But when you take practicality or gameplay into consideration, then you're probably landing more shots with your police M4 anyways. It's amazing how far behind the police M4 is on the paper scale, yet it's still a lot of people's go-to. Yeah, you could run this with an SMG easy too. All right, that's my favorite of the bunch.
Supply room access unlocked.
You're not sacrificing much. You know what I mean? The build was how I would normally set it up, with the only exception being that I'd prefer the memento for bonus armor. But if you think about it, you're exchanging, let's just pretend this is your talent, vigilance as a backpack talent for measured as a backpack talent. Like you could take that second weapon and put it in your backpack talent slot, right? Sort of. If you play from cover, you don't have to look at it that way. I'm saying that because the memento would also give me 30% weapon damage plus 15% damage on trophy, right? And so if you measured is probably stronger, but still the memento also gives me 3 skill tiers plus armor regen and skill efficiency. And so I think if you would ask yourself, would I rather have measured or all of the mementos perks, you might choose the memento. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know, that's a lot of perks. You know what I mean? That's a lot of perks. Yeah, that's nuts, Pope. You gotta land those shots. So it's a viable option. I'm not losing anything. It's a good alternative to the memento build, but you're not exactly gaining anything either. You know what I mean? Even if this build is stronger on paper damage-wise, because measured outperforms the memento's trophies, sometimes, because when you're grabbing fresh red trophies, we got 3 red cores here. There's just all the other benefits that can't be measured in that spreadsheet, right? There's all those benefits. The 3% armor regen is a big deal on any build. You know, we talk about that micro damage where you take that 1 bullet here and 1 bullet there, and next thing you know, you're putting on an armor kit or you're dead after several engagements, right? And that's why we run the shields, and that's why we like bonus armors and armor on kills, because we got to combat, even if you're slaying the battlefield, right? You're slaying, everybody's dying, blah. It's that micro damage that stops you or kills you, you know, just because you're taking a little bit here and a little bit there. So the memento's 3% armor regen, at the very least, does that, even on an all red build. It can be guaranteed. It's guaranteed. It's got a high drop chance. Don't quote me on this, but I think last season they said it was 20% chance on any difficulty, and it scales up to that from, you know, the low level to heroic. And maybe that's even considering master. But the first time you beat master difficulty, it's a guaranteed drop. Which you can do. It's like a very hard heroic mission. And it's not as hard as last season where you had those fucking hunters in the middle. So, you know, it's not a walk in the park. It was challenging. But very, very doable. And that makes and so I feel like I guess what I'm saying, I feel like the difficulty is perfect, you know? Because that's what you want. You want to be challenged, but you don't want it to be impossible, right? Obviously, once you know the hazards, it's all going to become easier, and you'll be able to farm that mission. Like through the main mission part, we only wiped once, and it was because the sniper came out. And I didn't see it. She went in an unusual place, and she was sniping at this thing we needed to protect. We needed to protect some satellite server connection thing, and yeah, she sniped it and just basically pecked it hard to death and wiped it. And so we learned, we're like, okay, that sniper is put there on purpose. It is basically the mechanic for that section. Wait, when that sniper comes out, kill her. It was medics and snipers. That's what we saw, right? You could take the same build and just swap out any weapon. The little Tech 9 SMG. Be fun on this. Run this with LMGs. Okay, swapping weapons. Rifles. Aces would shine here, right? Oh yeah, we got to do skill builds too. Yes, Flux. Yes. It was the first build we basically put together. It's awesome.
Local power grid compromised.
I ran it on the Spaz shotgun, you know? But I didn't run it on Hunter's Fury because I didn't like the setup. I mean, do we really want to just run Rifleman? What is that going to buy us? I mean, what is that? We're one-shotting everything. You know what I mean? Like, what does it buy us? Now, the downside is we're going to have to assemble a new build. Because we can't use Hunter's Fury with this rifle. So I guess that puts us into Fox's prayers. That's gonna have to be. If we play from cover, it could give us. Oh, I can't wait to do a negotiators one too. That's gonna be sick. Because the damage you're picking, because negotiators is good with the backpack, so we got that covered. It plays from cover, we have that covered, and whatever damage extra you get, you're applying it to more than one enemy. That might be like one of the better sets, right, for this concept. And the biggest deal being that it starts with the fact that it's naturally placed from cover, and this all looks like it leans that way. I guess we'd want Providence somewhere here. I have a Providence on my chest. There's also Palisades. Backpack. Let's find a good backpack. We could run the Matador. Just play it close and personal. All right, now let's see. We got one Habsburg, one Palisades, that Providence. I guess we could run the Contractors. That's crazy, huh? Oh wait, what isn't Brazen that all the shit that's dropping? Isn't that something? Brazen's for rifles, right? You'd have to run two pieces though. This kind of sucks. Breaking point, sorry, is what I meant. Yeah, it's 25% rifle damage, but that would take two pieces. That kind of sucks. Shoddy. What's the reflux? Yeah, we could do that. A little extra PFE. Okay, so we're gonna add armor to this. See, normally I'd be running the Nemesis there, so it's gonna be interesting. Mod. Headshot damage. There we go. Oh, wrong backpack. Meat shield.
Hostile control point nearby.
I see a resource convoy. Okay, so if we hit this, 10 million. Yeah, we're not even fucking close. I mean, and now you don't need it, right? Maybe with aces, but aces needs stats. And so now, whatever talent I have on the back, secondary weapon is pointless, right? I'm not using it. I don't need it. Headhunter kicked in. You know what I mean? So again, like every time it comes to damage, it seems like it's like meh, you know? I mean, it sure saved me a shot on that first kill, you know? But after that, it becomes worthless. If it gave me a one-shot kill, then all right. And we could try that with, let's just run a vigilance. That might change it. All right, so we lost determined right there. So let's get a decoy out.
Reinforcements incoming.
60 million, but that, I think we must have still been active. We take off the chest piece. Yeah, 4 million right there. Now they can see. Yeah, I mean, it is more damage. 5 million on crit, 5.7. Crazy. I might not have rifles set there, but that's not gonna buy me 15 million. You know what I mean? I mean, 5 million. That's what we need to make up here. I mean, maybe if you go all red and add all your multipliers. But then at that point, like, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, fuck, I'll just go take a sniper.
Hostile control point
You know?
identified.
Yeah, that's right, Brass. Yeah. So it's got to come down to utility. Because, I mean, I'm losing my nemesis, and that's a big deal for me, right? Because my nemesis is what gets me that first shot easier. And then otherwise, if we run Hunter's Fury, then these pieces, it has to go here.
Agent in
And that means you're running the Hunter's Fury backpack. At least you have armor on kill. What utility? So what we're looking for is the utility here. What would we take? Preservation. If we run Hunter's Fury, we wouldn't need that. Close and personal, we wouldn't need that. Future Perfect again comes up. Stronger shield. Lucky shot, but we're not playing from cover with this build. I think it takes 100 shots to refill the mag, though. It's called steady-handed. Yeah. Take a long time to get there. Let me look at the talent tree from this perspective. And streamline 42%. I think it just comes down to preservation if you're playing out of cover. Okay, so that's our only source of survivability, that let's say. Plus, then we could go back to sharpshooter, get rid of gunner.
Hostile control point nearby.
Could even do firewall. We have the shield. So if we just lean in on the preservation, and then that could keep us with vigilance, but maybe we put all these. Miss Gunny, what up, Gunny? We've been raided. What's up? Long time no see. How's it hanging? Texas, right? Down in Texas? Isn't that where you are? Let's do a shout out. Welcome, everybody. We are tinkering with the Tinker Mask. And be sure you check out Mrs. Gunn 81. Give her a follow. Maybe subscribe. Been doing good, staying steady. Through the highs and through the lows. We got a Division stream tomorrow. Are you going to check that one? Are you going to stream it? In the morning, the devs are doing a thing. They show us next PTS, which is crazy. Starts this weekend, I figure. More good news, maybe? What up, vid? Nightshade. Yeah, we're just kind of getting our feelers on the Tinkerer mask. Got it this morning, and, you know, it kind of struggles, you know? It's interesting, though. It definitely has you tinkering with things, but sometimes you're better off with a weapon that's not limited, like an exotic. Or a different configuration of your gear set. Yeah, no exotics, no named. But like the issue that we're really running into is that it forces a build, maybe a not ideal build configuration. For example, if we wanted to run Hunter's Fury, which I love, it would force me into a Hunter's Fury backpack on this build, which is not ideal. And so I wouldn't really be winning there, you know? So, and that's especially becomes the issue when you're looking for like peak damage, like to try to use the mask for more damage. It comes into that situation where it's like, well, because I can't run the memento for bonus armor or armor regen, I have to run Bloodsucker, but now I just lost 30% weapon damage, even if it is additive. And I also lose the skill efficiency, you know, and my bonus armor and regen like crazy, you know, just for Bloodsucker. And so you have to add and subtract that damage from your build. So we've tried Heartbreaker, we've tried Striker. And Striker's not even that awesome because it's going to force you into the chest or the backpack, and if you like to play out of cover, then it means the chest, so that you can get bonus armor on your backpack. By running Bloodsucker again. So now you have to deal with the big stacks. Not the end of the world, but there's just those things, you know. Well, you can't use another exotic gear either, right? Because you're only allowed to have one. You can wear name gear though. Yeah. Okay. So let's see what this does, huh? Let's go ahead and start with an all red build. We got the shield. And if we're killing them fast enough, then
Hostile control point identified.
maybe having a vulnerable shield won't be a big deal. And then we'll start adding more survivability in the form of like bonus armor or whatever. But we got the headshot damage here, which grows the more armor we have. Okay, so now we're running preservation with determined, so both utility. So it's gonna take us a sec to get our first kill. That was actually decent damage right there. But we are all red.
En route.
No surprises here.
You're not going anywhere.
Okay, now we're off.
Nowhere to hide.
So shoot first, kill fast. That's the name of the game. It's working. It's twerking. Oh. Jesus Christ, 22 million right there. Okay.
We're being flanked. Get the fuck out of there!
See how squishy our shield is, though. Be better off with, again, the... And that's a lot of damage. It took off really fucking quick, right? The boss is good. And we're down. See what I'm saying? That's crazy, man. It's just crazy. It's... I can do the same thing with an all blue Hunter's Fury, you know, and have way more fun, and throwing the memento in there, you know. So the enemies are just, they're fast. They hit really fucking hard because of the modifiers, right? And so although we're killing really well, preservation can't keep up with that. No way. I mean, you need 5 kills to get back up to max, right? Which it doesn't. Which isn't the end of the world. You're killing really easy, but, you know, depending on the intensity of the moment. Okay, but let's see. So now we know what we're up against. Let's put on our Hunter's Fury now. Let's compare it. Let's put on the survivability. And then let's see about... So we're going to have to run a Hunter's Fury backpack. Gonna craft this shitty one. I always do this. And I always end up deleting it. The talent on the mask allows you to combine the talents from your primary and secondary. So, determinant and preservation in this case. Really? You're gonna give me crits on every single piece? Jesus. Alright, we'll just take the best or whatever. Not you, not you. Alright. Let's lock. Now let's put our knees on. Always full, aren't I? So now we don't need preservation because we got 20% armor on kill. So what do we take? Close and personal? Future? Behind you's not bad for that opening shot. But I'd like something more. You think I still take it? Okay, we'll try it. All right. Maybe keep it red. And then add protection from elites instead of putting on armor. All right. So we're not going to have bonus armor. But we will have staggered armor on kill. I can add more armor on kill too from gunner, but let's start here. Let's see what happens.
Hostile control point nearby.
Jesus, dude. Only took 10 shots. So the thing 100 for you gotta get range, right? See that damage? Let's see what it is. 4.1.
Press him all around.
We didn't kill her on that second shot. Lame. Stand up, buddy.
Yeah, that's right.
Probably run this with gunner and get the armor on kill that way. It'd be more punchier, you know, because it doesn't take over 5 seconds. And then potentially pick up the damage from close and personal, since we have to get in cover. I mean, get close to activate that shot anyways for its biggest damage. Reworking it. I like this. I like where this is going. The problem is we're outpacing preservation on this build. You know what I mean? Because preservation is kind of working and kicking in, and then we go and get another kill.
Hostile control.
You know what I mean? And then we got that 20% armor killed instant. You know, and also refresh preservation, so it's always going. It's like having the 3% armor regen, but better, right? I forget what the math on the regen is on that, but I think we're better off just adding another 10% from gunner. And then picking up something else back here, like a damage. Question is which one. I even like the idea of I mean, we could try rifleman. It doesn't help us with the first shot. It's a good idea, though. What up, pressure? Future is nice, though, right? You get the skill tiers. That would beef up our shield, so it doesn't break. But close and personal kind of makes sense for what we're doing. We're pretty fucking close to these dudes. And so when I go in for that first shot, that would work. I could also put on streamline. I'd have to craft it, but it's right behind you. So with this, we'd have to throw out our decoy. If we're in the middle of a fight, you know, sometimes you lose your headshot stack and gotta earn it again. So we'd have to lean in on decoy for those moments when you're surrounded by enemies and they're all shooting at you. But yeah, Rifleman maybe helps us with the second kill, you know what I mean? The problem is Rifleman, or the way the build is set up because of Headhunter, is it's like we're after that first kill damage. And then we hope the second kill transfers, right? So she saw me. Get that out. So as long as we're focusing on that, then behind you should be active. He's looking right at me though. Yeah, it already sucks. They're all staring at me. Okay. Screw you guys. Close and personal, man.
Hostile control point identified.
Did I pass it? Yeah.
'No survivors.
Should have stayed out of this, agent.
Tango exposed.
I remember her shield was really glassy. They can punch it.
Got some trouble here. We've got a casualty.
He just fucking stole my kill.
This is
It's not enough damage, is it?
Stay the fuck away.
I mean, he wasn't really tanky, but...
Serious trauma.
Enemy healing. You better run.
4 million. About right. Sort of. 7 meters is quite close.
Medical assistance needed.
Might be too close.
You had one damn job.
Streamline's not a bad option. If you take your first kill from cover, you know? Because then there's no distance. Because that last 3 meters is kind of annoying. Okay, Hunter's Fury works within 10.
We've got one down.
Or what is it, 10? 15? 10. 15. And then you got to go cut that in half to get your other damage. That kind of sucks. I haven't tried it, but you know, it's just that I was just saying, like, I like the idea of it, but I need it to be, because it's on, the Rifleman's on kill, right? No, it's not. Let's try it. Fuck it. Maybe it will help us with that first kill.
Nearby.
You know, maybe it'll cut it from 3 shots to 2 or something. It gets amped. There's no distance regulator on it too, so that's good. We want to see a number like greater than 4.7 ideally. 3.9 there. But on that first shot.
Setting up my turret.
Putting an end to it.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
One shotting. Yep.
Hostile broadcast detected.
How long does it last for? 5 seconds. It's kind of made for a higher RPM, isn't it? Like the perfect rifleman, the artist tool.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Can't just wait for him to show up.
Hostile black convoy detected.
Still had it there. Okay, let me take off my chest piece. Put it back on. Trying to get damage figure check here. 3.3, yeah.
Locking the
Cause see, once we're here, then the talent's not helping me. Except for maybe the boss, you know. It'll push us up, but it depends on how fast we get those headshots before the boss, right? Because they time out in 5 seconds. That's nothing. But if the boss has people coming out with him and we're there for it, then that's good. Because like by the time I get to the boss here, it'll be timed out. It's already timed out. We got the survivability though. Everything's good. So it's just trying to find the right talent. Huh?
We all got a friendly down.
There we go. So that worked out, right? Because they're all stacked up, which is often the case. So I think that does help. One shot the boss. We might be one shotting the boss anyways, right? Let's test that. If we're still clearing 20 million off of this.
Supply room access unlocked.
Not in combat anymore, buddy. I need to put streamlined on here because I could see this going out of cover. Shieldless. Hold on, Miss Gunn. Thanks for bringing the peeps by. Bozzy, that's pretty good, man. That SHD jump.
Control point detected.
Yeah, reap it in. Take advantage. See if you can push to 1,000. Put you in a nice place. Get that watch done. It's kind of a grind, though, isn't it? Okay, so now we got preservation. So let's see if basically we're getting the same job done, right?
You're not going anywhere.
Yep, we are. So 3 shots on that guy. And 18 million. 19.8. 20. See that? Those were crits. But yeah, so yeah. But at that stage, you know, maybe you're 2-shotting the boss. But let's see, right? But whoop-de-doo, right? I mean, I got my headhunter back. That's all that matters. So the next guy's a 1-shot anyways.
Additional hostile contact.
You know what I mean? So, you know, what's 1 extra bullet in the grand scheme of things, right? I'm really trying to get to you, dude, but you're moving weird. I'm supposed to hit you. Fucking smash.
Agent down. Agent deceased.
Yeah, it's interesting because, I mean, future perfect is sounding nice on a build like this.
Friendly control point detected.
Give us some skill tiers for that shield. Okay, I'm gonna go look at stream.
Local power grid compromised.
Damn, that's a lot of levels. Yeah, scouts have good rewards to them too, right? For streamline.
Agent requesting backup.
I can't remember if it's every 5th, but it's pretty well maintained. I actually like Aces a lot. And I think the backpack is good on Aces, so it doesn't make sense for the mask. Might be the chest, one of the two. What am I looking for? Tinker. Library. Rifles. Is it extractable? Yes. So we can streamline a pressure point. Because ideally I would like to run this out of cover, without a shield. Alright, this pressure point, that's good. I got it from the Master Climax difficulty. Climax mission Master difficulty. But you can play it on any difficulty, but the first time you beat it on Master, it's a guaranteed drop. How rare is streamlined around here? Pretty darn rare. Yeah, they're good peeps. What's up, Dark? Oh, we're just tinkering around with Tinker Mask. A lot of fails, man. A lot of fails. A couple of W's though. Got some W's in the sniper, shotgun. Those are easy. We did all right in the SMGs. It's an option. But hopefully the mask opens up next season as we get more talents and stuff, you know? More interesting utility talents. I think LMGs could be interesting too. They got some talents that would stack nicely for quality of life. I mean, imagine putting fast hands on an LMG and then whatever damage talent. I mean, it might solve all your problems. Yeah, we just tried that. We're one-shotting with riflemen and we're one-shotting without riflemen, so it's not a winner, and it wasn't shaving any shots off the first kill, so it's just not adding any real value. The one thing it was doing, I guess, was just turning the boss kill into a one-shot versus a two-shot on the build. But I feel like I'm losing a lot just for one kill, you know? If we just learned how to play from cover, then a lucky shot would be sick. I guess we can do that. Future Perfect would be cool too if we figure out which skill we want. Well, for smart cover. Again. Jesus. We're looking for Streamline, and it's not giving it up. There it is. As I said it, right? Actually, we shouldn't equip it. We should install it, but... Tinkering Station, Library. talents. Okay, streamlined. So what I'm going to try to do is get that first kill from cover, and then from there we're not going to need it anyways. Really, Stone? Got it to work. Yeah, I guess that's it, right? And then let's just delete all this crap. All right, Alpha Bridge, come through. Oh, you got a second tinker. Look at you, man. I didn't see any blueprints to re-roll it.
Hostile control point nearby.
They forget that a lot, don't they? Okay, so we need to get in range. .6. That's pretty good. Didn't help me on that second shot though. 4.6. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, it didn't really save me much time or effort, to be honest with you. I mean, again, I could just run the fucking Nemesis. You know what I mean? And get my first kill with that. It'd be better than the Tinker. You know? Because now I don't need it, right? So now I'm not playing into the talent. It was all about the first kill, because once we got Headhunter... But maybe if we go shieldless with the boss, that'll be fun. Let's get there at least. You know, so you see what I'm saying? So like, well, what does more power do on a one-shot kill build, right? Well, it potentially opens up that first kill so that you're there it is. Yeah, so we're one-shotting him. 21 million is good damage. You're doing the same thing with riflemen, though, so you could just argue riflemen so that you can use your shield. That'd be valid. Because it didn't really help much on the first shot anyways. But you're like, so yeah, you know, running an extra damage talent could give me more shot. I'm sorry, more power on my first shot, because that's the only thing I need. After that, you know, we're hitting big enough numbers where we don't need it. And that's because of Headhunter. And so I guess what I'm saying is like it's providing the same utility that Nemesis would, but Nemesis does it better. Nemesis actually one-shot kills, and then I rotate to the other weapon and we're off to our second kill on Headhunter now, our second stack. So it is still 2 bullets technically before you're off to the races, but you're already on your second kill. So the only utility that really bought us is more damage against the boss again, you know,
Room access.
which is kind of lame. I mean, we all like one-shotting the bosses, but it's not. I'm more worried about the other 50 dudes. Yeah, so I think with this one, something like, I mean, we could go back to preservation. There's nothing wrong with that. Reformation future is going to be really good here on just about every build. This would get us a stronger shield, a stronger decoy. I mean, at least we're getting that shit out of it, right? Let's go check it.
Hostile control point identified.
So with this setup, I'd imagine the boss would be a 2-shot kill now, but everybody else is going to be the same. Of course, you jump down.
Switching position. Can't see the target.
Reinforcements incoming.
$19 million non-crit right there. See what I'm saying? 19.5, almost 20 million non-crit.
Incoming backup request.
2-shot at the boss. But who cares? You know what I mean? It could be interesting for some team support builds though too, huh? Think about it. There's some interesting back tech.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Where, you know, you get some of your damage back. You know, you lose damage because you're having to run a team support talent, like the chest or whatever. But then you pick some of that damage back up from running Alphabridge as a mask. So like, what's the Gila Guard chest? Perfect Vanguard, for example. So run Perfect Vanguard with this mask and then, you know, get some of that damage back. You know what might be a good idea with this, now that I think about it? I don't know if we can pull it off, but the double damage might work out okay on this one if we run the Turmoil Knees. to counter the obstacles that that imbalances.
Rogue agent detected.
Okay, we're gonna try that next. See that shield being strong up in there.
Hostile defender drone detected. Hostile airburst seeker mine
Oh, you
detected.
fucking thing.
It's in my sights. Doesn't work. Really? Come here.
Thank you.
Agent eliminated.
Fuck.
Supply room access unlocked.
Yeah, I want to try that. Try that. We've been ignoring this breaking point the whole time. What if there's a play here? Yeah, it is time consuming. That warhound you encounter in the middle is pretty darn strong, huh? Yeah, the sniper on the tower, Grumpy. Everybody got caught up with that sniper. He's no, it's a sniper. There's a sniper that go not on the tower. If I think I know what you're talking about. There's a sniper that goes on the SAM. He goes on the SAM. He's got a direct line of sight on that thing you're
Hostile
protecting.
control point nearby.
And he snipes it hard. So he's on one of these things right here. One of these SAMs. And it's right across from what you're protecting. Yeah, that was my fail there too. Okay, so let's try the turmoils. I know we tried it earlier with something else, but that was like a striker combo or something. The downside is we'd lose Hunter's Fury. Kind of sucks. So the idea here is to make up some of the damage that we're spreading around. Maybe rifleman on this one. Now we gotta figure out how to make up the damage we just lost. The amplified. And we still have to have some survivability, right? Or we could play from cover. Good job. I enjoyed the fight, though. It was a good fight. It's better than the Hunter's one, I think. The Hunter's one was kind of a pain in the ass. Am I running 2 Habsburg? I am. Oh. What else would we run? Yeah, I guess so. Get some of that armor back. Alright.
Hostile control point identified.
It was long. I was like, no way, another wave. Oh my god, another wave. And I was like, oh, okay, I think we beat it. Oh, another wave. It's like, Jesus. See if we can start picking these guys off. It's not strong enough. I think we need to whip out the Aces set, boys. And girls.
Serious trauma detected.
Yeah. Too many shots. Wow.
Agent incapacitated. Agent killed.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Brass. That's a great idea, actually. Let's get our aces. Just like on the M1A or something, or... Which isn't really that fast.
Entering safe area.
Let's see what I got. So it can't be the mask. I think it must be the backpack that's good. Where's my backpack? Ace's backpack? Weird.
Agent in need of backup.
Let's craft them real quick. Amplifies one extra shot when reloading. Not that awesome, right? So there's the chest piece. It must be the one that's more damage. This is... Oh, it's not gonna show me. Increase from 30 to 50. Yeah, so that's the one you want. Basically 20% amp. Okay, so chest piece. We'll take you. And we'll push over the backpack, I guess. Never know. So M1ACQB. Resolute's pretty good. I'm actually considering this one. Put something with some RPMs behind it. Yeah. Hotshot might not. The Hotshot backpack isn't horrible. It's not damaged, but forgiveness thing isn't that bad. I haven't tested the SVD. That's why I'm thinking about this rifle, because we can put things like steady-handed on it, right? And get like crazy weapon handling.
Hostile control point nearby.
Priority objective available, Agent.
I didn't like Killer and Streamline's okay. Nothing wrong with it. But Measured felt pretty good. Getting that RPM behind it. Streamline's great. I like that talent, so there's nothing wrong with that. Just for the other way. M1ACQB with the fast reload could be cool too. Could start there, and then we're gonna need to push over. Ace's chest. We could still go headshots and RPM, because the headshot stat on rifles is really good. But yeah, it would make you quite weak. You don't have any really amplified damage outside of the dead man hand. And then for backpack, something for survivability, I guess. Rifle, we're gonna go fast. I don't have any expertise on these. Shame. These host the laser pointer too, so you can run technician. So, but I guess we can run killer. Killer with rifleman? Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, huh? Except rifleman's fucking times out so fast. A lot of good options here, though. Rifles. I guess that's what we do. We'd have to have the status effect though. Streamline would be nice, but I plan on using my shield. Let's start with this. Boomerang wouldn't be bad. You said critical hits have 50% chance to return the bullet to the mag. I don't know. You know, I never used boomerang. Some people really like it. It's the first place their head went. So we got killer and that. All right, 59, so we're good stats-wise. And here, I guess we'd want assault, headshots, and they're gonna want crits. Boomerang and lucky shot. Yeah, that'd be crazy. I would do that on the M1A.
Hostile control point identified.
Especially the fast one, the CQB.
Incoming backup request.
Thing's a little bit of a beast. We might want, I'm starting with damage, but we might want weapon handling on this thing. It would, when you laser in on that head, it feels pretty cool. It's a little rough. Yeah, I mean, there's no way I can run this. It's crazy. This is one of those rifles that needs weapon handling. Yeah.
Agent killed.
But that could be cool. Let me adjust. What up, Ted? So you got steady-handed. That gives you the free reload. But I think... Do we have the other one yet? Did I put it here? It's not an option. Stabilize. It's lame. Okay, let's swap to an easier to manage one. We'll keep that. And then, that's crazy. Breadbasket's pretty fucking strong though too, isn't it? You don't get any buff for the headshots. That's kind of an interesting combo. If you use Breadbasket to buff your headshots and then you use Rifleman to buff your total weapon damage. Huh. For the misses, right? You're getting power from misses. Let's try that for a sec.
Hostile Hostile control point detected.
Come and play with me. There's a turret in there. You fucking dicks. There's a turret in the fucking concrete pad.
Detected. Agent down.
In the block, I mean. That's not cheating.
Agent vital signs 0.
Yeah, no, I've never cared for Fred Basket either.
You're going down.
Why is there such lag in my fucking shield pull? Like when I pop this shield and like from when I can shoot, it's like a big pause. It's all lagging right now. It's a pretty strong headshot. God, nice, lady.
Hostile broadcast
bullshit.
picked up. Immediate medical assistance needed. Heavily armored hostile detected.
Got to reload on this stuff, huh? It reloads a lot. This used to be my favorite rifle back in the day. Now it's kind of alright. If you love reloading,
Let's get a turret up. Drop.
yeah, it's interesting. Let's see.
Hostile broadcast
Can
detected.
change this now. Nope.
Hostile control.
I don't know if you can hear me. I mean, I don't know where I am right now. Everything's pretty messed up.
Maybe change the talents on this one.
I think you guys might have left
Not
already.
digging it.
And I was on my own for a bit, but I've lost everything. I don't know where any of my stuff is. All I have is my phone. I admit I've got no idea how I'm going
I guess we can play from cover and not use skills.
I think I head rush. I'd kill for some kind of aspirin right now. This is such a bad area.
Lucky shot does sound interesting for that though, doesn't it? It's a small mag.
One sec.
I know I'm allergic to cover.
I literally think that someone's watching me right now. I need to stay on the phone. Hello?
Yeah, lucky shot sounds nice because you can spam it. Love that the audio doesn't work with rifles.
Serious trauma.
Sneaking up behind us. I don't hear any footsteps. There was a day when the Division 2 had footsteps. NPCs made footsteps. Now they're ninja feet.
Reinforcements en route.
This bug has existed forever, man. It's a rifle bug. For me, it is. Rifles fuck up all the sound. Ever since they introduced the fully auto rifles, right?
Just lie down and die.
One sec. Honestly, I think if I needed help, nobody told me that this event was like this. Literally, I have no
not
idea
bad.
where I am. I need to stay on the phone.
There! They're coming around the side! I'm gonna need a new vest! Oh, God!
Get a little stagger on it.
Keep on them!
It's too late.
Hostile detected.
I mean, nothing to write home about. What up, Phenomenon? Phenomenon.
All right, pig. Coming.
Just another. It's okay. You know?
Try and get behind us. I'm here.
I like the gear set though. It's just, it's all coming down to our talents. They're just old. You know? I think there's a good reason we don't use a lot of them.
Hostiles detected.
Our favorite weapons don't match up with the talents gifts. Like, why don't we have streamline for rifles? What's that about? Not streamline, I'm sorry, I keep saying that. Stabilized. The longer you shoot, more accuracy and stability you get.
Science critical.
Stay back. Hear me?
Oh,
Agent incapacitated.
with this one, maybe vigilance would be the better option,
Deceased.
just to get a little bit more burst out of those shots.
Let me be your air. Let me roam your body free.
Hostile control point.
I haven't made it to LMGs yet.
The fear. How deep is your love? Is it
And they don't have frenzy on assault rifles, or who knows why.
are you? How deep is your love? Till I nirvana. Hit me harder again. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? How deep is your love? Till I
I know it sounds weird.
hold me closer.
You take away that survivability, but as you can see, we didn't have much bonus armor kicking it with us. You're stuck on Brooklyn? Is it glitched on you? It's kind of stuck, or you having a tough time with the Rat Queen? Yeah, I did like the Umber build. I ended up with, I think that was like one of the more viable ones. We were not making as many concessions for running measured and killer. Yeah, it was just fast and strong, and you had heals, and you had your bonus armor, and it's crit based. It goes with the mask, you know, and you have armor on kill, 20% armor on kill. You got your regen. You're getting more damage out of the weapon, you know. But we were talking like, well, you know, would you be better just running the memento and getting the 3% armor regen from that? Plus the weapon damage is measured really better. Basically, the question is measured better than the memento? Is the talent itself measured better than all of the things the memento gives you, including 30% weapon damage plus the 15% weapon damage on fresh pickups, plus the 3% armor regen, plus the skill efficiency, plus the 3 cores?
Backup.
That's what you're trading measured for. You know, I'm putting on measured and getting rid of all of that, you know. It could be in some scenarios, though. It could be better, like in group play, and you don't want to run a memento, so you don't even want bonus armor back there, right? Because the bonus armor is like the memento. It requires you to kill. The memento requires you to kill. So the bonus armor's, you know, competitive too. So you could put vigilance back there or whatever talent you want to. So in that case, I think you do have some justified, oh yeah, this is the better build. You know, it's this or the Coyote's mask. But the Exodus gloves are pretty fucking good. You know what I mean? The Exodus gloves buy you a lot of survivability, a ton of it. Oh, really, Aaliyah? Are you doing it story mode? You're still going through the campaign, right? Yeah, but Heartbreaker felt underwhelming. I didn't feel strong at all. It had a minute where it felt okay. Striker's okay. You know, we did have a Striker build. But, you know, you're running the chest or the backpack, right? So, not the worst thing on the planet. But basically, what's better, measured or the Striker backpack in this scenario? You know what I mean? And you could be running So you're picking up measured instead of running the striker backpack with obliterate. So that's the question becomes, what's better, the striker backpack plus obliterate or measured? These are the questions that you keep asking yourself. And like, fuck, well, I'm just better off with that. Then I can run the chameleon, or then I can run the bighorn, and then I can run the, you know, and then on the sniper builds, it's the same, you know, on the rifle build, it's like, well, I'm running this mask so that I can get more damage, but if I just take my first shot with my nemesis, which the mask won't let me run, I'm getting more damage out of that way, more utility out of the nemesis than the mask. But I do believe there are builds that are going to shine. And so this Aces set is actually interesting. I'm just kind of struggling with which rifle I like, because that one feels like I'm missing a lot of shots. And I think maybe the M1A, since it's a little bit slower, might do a little bit better, or any of these others. Plus these take laser pointers, which is interesting. Because if we put streamline with flatline, run the laser pointer, or even flatline with rifleman. But the other, I think Negotiators is going to stand out. I think that's going to be another one that's worth watching. Oh, you're on story mode? Not very long, Phenomenal. I mean, I should be getting off soon because I got to stream at 7 in the morning. So we got the Division stream tomorrow.
Hostile control point nearby.
But this has been good. It's been productive in a way. You know, it's helping me formulate my review on the mask. I'm going to have to put out a review. And it's not all going to be good, to be honest with you. You know? It sounds way better than it is until you look at your pool of talents and combinations. It's just... it's that age-old issue where we've said we need more talents, or our talents need to be refreshed. And then... the dev's response to that is by trying to provide gear sets with better talents that with them that are just enhancing what's already there, though, right? That was strong. So, you know, and then you don't have any space. So, and then that's the thing. It's like, well, I got, so I run a gear set because they're typically the meta for whatever, you know, let's just say Striker, Hunter's Fury. And then you're like, but my backpack for Hunter's Fury sucks. And you're forcing me to wear it, you know? Not worth it. So, but I think there are going to be some great options that really shine. I'm loving the shotgun option, but I do got to say it does makes you consider if Hunter's Fury is worth it. His shotguns without armor on kill can be a bonus armor on kill. I mean,
Where you think
can be tough. This is fun. This is working. I don't think you want to go too fast with these rifles, depending on your handling situation on the build.
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Get out of here. Rifle's got an incredible angle.
I can patch him up. Come on. You're gonna regret this. You better run.
Two shot at that purple.
Man down. Can't take much more fire.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
A lot of missed shots at this thing though. Bounces on me. See, it kind of works with M1A, right? Because M1A plays from cover. We're using a gear set where the chest piece is good. It opens up the backpack. I can put Vigilance back here. We don't really need Bloodsucker. Obviously, it's not even fucking helping us because it keeps timing out. We're making use out of the extra damage. You can use the extra damage. So from here, it's a matter of what kind of damage you need. And so I think that certain builds will make good use out of this. You know?
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
But it's the run and gun playstyle that will have a hard time.
Fuck! We just lost someone. Get you back in the fight.
Incoming hostiles detected.
End of the line.
I mean, this was one of those headhunter builds that we made in the past where it was borderline. We just didn't have enough ways to add more damage.
Additional
This
hostile contacts.
might be the answer. But the downside is it forces into the backpack, and now we can't run vigilance, so we lose damage. It's just, it creates the same problem the ninja bike does. You see what I'm saying? So like we're looking for more damage. Oh, well, we can combine damage towns now. That's awesome. That's a source, right? Well, except now I have to run to Ace's backpack, and we just lose vigilance, which is more damage than, well, not everything, but it's good damage we lost. Not a good trade. In other words. But either way, it's fun to tinker and have more options. It's not all about damage, of course. I do find utility very interesting, but I think I'm just starting with damage. just to see what works and what doesn't. But I think one of my favorite combos is going to be the future perfection. Future perfect. God, these guys are fucking dancing all the time. It's annoying.
Hostile detected.
Securing the position now.
There's a talent on assault rifles that's pretty cool where it's like every other reload increases the size of your mag. That could be cool. They just opened this up to perfect talents. That'd be pretty cool.
Taking too much fire.
You don't want to do that.
Just getting people out. I can't fucking get him. I can't use my skills, so I can't run out there.
Hey, agent. Hit him hard.
See now.
Pull on, crazy.
This rifle just misses a lot. I mean, obviously I'm not very good with it, I guess, huh?
We lost one.
Those backpacks attract your bullets. They're ghosts. The bullets go right through them.
They're moving on the flank.
But this has got good stagger. That's the thing that's working now. The truth is, it's sort of a blessing that you can use a shield with rifles. So it's kind of a shame to run streamline. You know what I mean? On empty, is that what it's called? Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool one.
Access unlocked.
Yeah. There's that AK-47 that uses it, and I like it. Yeah, so it's not that
In proximity.
the mask is bad. The mask is doing what it's supposed to do, and it does open up some creativity. But I think it would be worth it for you just to ask, but what if, being the question, ... you know, is it really better? Is Streamline really better than the Coyote's mask plus the Vigilance backpack? Because that's what I'm saying. Adding the talent is replacing those two things. You know what I mean? And in some cases, the answer would be yes. You know, in some cases, the answer will be no, it doesn't make sense. I'm sacrificing all this for a damage talent, but I could just run Vigilance and the Coyote and have more damage than what the Rifleman will give me. You know? So in most cases, like if you can find something that does other than damage, then it's more undisputable. Like, Future Perfection or Fast Hands. Like Fast Hands on the LMG is going to be sick. Like I'm excited to look forward to that. I'm looking forward to that one. Like doing Fast Hands plus whatever damage talent that we want. maybe killer. So in this critting out them just lightning fast reloads on one of the strongest LMGs, you know. And so it's not always, I mean, that does translate to damage, sustained damage, by cutting down that reload. So, you know, but it's the utility and the quality of life in your gameplay that you pick up there. And then the only question then becomes, well, am I better off running a named or an exotic LMG? That becomes the question. And with the exotics hitting really hard right now, you know what I mean? The answer is probably yes. All the exotics are doing really well right now. They did a good job with them, and they should stand out, right? We don't like shitty exotics, but I mean, the Bighorn's doing really well right now. The Pestilence is great. The Merciless is great. St. Elmo's is awesome. Chameleon is doing really well. All the LMGs. Iron Lung, Blue Screen, great weapons. And they also bring utility. They stagger enemies. They bring status effects. They catch people on fire to pop them out of cover. They throw Plague of the Outcast. All of that, you know, you're dismissing for more damage on your build that turns out not being greater damage than if you didn't run the mask, the Tinkerer mask. It's a really interesting scenario. What up, Guardian? I think if you're talking about the Climax mission, I think the workaround is, correct me if I'm wrong, people, but I think the workaround is if you have that bug is that you have to clear all the NPCs before you take on the boss, or she'll despawn and never come back, something like that. Oh, that's a good idea, Dragon. That's a great idea. All right, folks. Well, I better go. It's really late, and I'm gonna stream here in a few hours. So I'll see you in the morning. Hopefully, some really cool things to look at. Have a good night.